My shoes, then talk to me about it because you can't judge me if you've never been in my shoes. That's all I meant by it.
Right.
I wasn't
I
wishing
don't know.
on
I don't know who
anybody. I would not do that. I'm not like that.
I don't know who Dalton is. Honestly, like I said in there, I don't care about.
Because
I don't care about the app. I don't care about
at all.
any of this. I'm here for one reason only, and that is, and I'm not gonna say anything to get your life messed with. So, long story short, what it is IBTL. Everyone involved that has doxed the mother right here to the left of me. Mama, say hi. Right here to the left of me, and my son. I now have a problem again with, and everyone that is involved and every name that is involved. I'm just say less. I'm not going to say anymore on this app. I'm not going to show face on this app. But when that person comes knocking at your door, you know exactly who it came from, and you can tell them why I did so, because you decided to dox the mother of my child and my son. I've been doxed millions of times. I don't care. Once you bring my kids involved. And once you have once an issue arises where my kids are involved and the mothers of my children are involved, I then have an issue, right?
And I feel like that about my mom. I do.
So,
and I'm allowed to
post a video. I'm not going to post videos. I'm not going to stalk your lives. I'm not going to sit here and keep going on your shit. No, what's going to happen is you're going to see me go ghost again. But when somebody's knocking at your door, you're going to know where it came from.
Not me. You're not talking about me, Road Dog.
I'm not talking about you, bud. I'm not talking about you.
We all know who he's talking about.
I know who he's talking about. So right. It's Jen.
So I just need that. Get off this chest, say it in this live as well. I'm going to drop out because, again, I don't show face on lives anymore. I don't do this. So,
all right, man.
That's what it is. To that Dalton guy, I don't have an issue with you. I don't know who you are. Like, bye.
Who's this? Jen, and it's Jenna. Jenna, hey, who are you? So if you obviously you don't know me because I really don't pay attention to at all. I happen to see you spamming my comment section, and you're talking
real quick,
and I don't know why. But why don't you come up and speak if you have so much to say?
Real quick, Rice Mommy, can you turn your mic on?
That's what I thought.
What do you need now?
Are you and my son good?
Yeah, we're good.
All right. That's all I need to know.
0 followers, 0 following.
I will be leaving this box. Y'all have a good one.
Hey, Road Dog, I appreciate
Road Dog.
it, man, and I don't blame you for feeling the way you're feeling, man. I really don't. It's Jen. Hey, you have 0 followers and 0 following, so you're getting blocked at this point.
I mean, I don't know why they can't come up in a box and say who they are. Because we know who it is.
Should be able to. They're obviously not in America with 0 followers and 0. Don't pull a Dalton. He blocked me. Well, I mean, you're a troll. You have 0 followers, 0 following. Come from your real account and be brave enough to come up here. Like, be a human. Stop being a troll, and I'll address you. That's what I thought. Oh, that's what I thought. It was probably Jenny.
Like Torres, Jenny?
Probably, because Jenny's been harassing Maddie, and Maddie's been in Dalton's life all the time. But I think Dalton's got so much going on that he hasn't paid attention, because I even posted a lot of proof tonight. He's asking for receipts. I'm like, go look at my most recent videos on my page from today. Like, since
well, and that was my thing. Like, he wanted proof, so I got the screenshot of my son, and then
it's
like
Celine on there. That's Jenny's page. That's proof
right.
to posting your son 15 years old.
Yeah, that like a legitimate, like that was my son's ass that was taken off of his football recruiting page.
She played really good victim though.
Her acting skills are great.
She's such an actress, and for Mel to say, "Oh, I know that you're basing a judgment based off of emotions, not facts." Come on, Mel. That wasn't fair. I don't think Mel's liked me for whatever reason. I've had that feeling because I've tried to go into her lives. I've tried to support her, and she's never really responded to me. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I do talk a lot sometimes. I don't know why, but I never got the feeling that she
Joe, sometimes people's personalities just don't mix. And that might be what it is.
Maybe I'm just not her cup of tea, but I never had any
What's up, Sam?
against her except for what she did tonight. That hurt. Right. I've never done anything to her. To turn it into that and to say the things that she said, which is their narratives. They won. They got what they wanted. Gwen literally had a meeting and a live, and I have it recorded because people were texting me, hey, they're having a live about you. I go in there. It was Jenny, Lady Guinevere, Simply Nikki, Kane, Penelope, and they're talking about me and how this has been going on since March.
And the fact that
Yeah.
Jenny and the prophet legit denied each other right then and there, I'm like, what
What the
happening?
hell, right? They were just in a live
Like,
together
what?
and they're pretending they don't know each other. What the fuck is that about?
That was insane. But
That was fucking
can I
crazy.
have the mic for just a minute?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Let me figure out how to mute myself again.
I personally think what I come to make sure you and Brandy were okay. That was a lot. Thank you, Kat. I appreciate that. And I personally think that Dalton seemed very triggered, and then when I came up there, that was a lot in a little bit of time, and they were wanting proof, and I'm like, it's on my YouTube, this and that. Then when I showed the screenshot, that was, I don't know what they thought I was trying to do there, but that wasn't my YouTube. That was Jennifer Torres's YouTube. And I honestly think, Joe, because of the live that the prophet had with Kane and Nikki and everything else, you really messed with them today. And they know that you're being heard. And that's scaring the shit out of them. It really is. It's terrifying them because you have the truth, Joe. You have the truth.
And it's posted on my page. Like, I'm posting more and more every day.
Yeah.
Like, the proof is out there of what the things I'm saying about them. Like,
well, and hang on, let me finish. With when it comes to my son, like I've posted everything, and they don't like it. So instantly it gets taken down. Why? Because they are mass reporters. They know how to really do that real good. So the videos that I do have of my child, they're under friends only. So I mean, if Dalton would like to follow me back, there's some videos on my TikTok, but it's mostly on my YouTube because it can't be taken down that way.
I don't think he wants. You know what? He's going through a lot, and he doesn't.
He's going through a lot, and like I said, with me coming up there, and that was a hell of a lot of information within just a little tiny bit, and it seemed like something happened with.
That's the screenshot right there. That's Kane Allen's. That's Kane Allen's live last night, where he's pointing to a picture of the same screenshot. What the hell? Like, anybody that makes that something sexual, that there's something wrong with them, in my opinion. Brandy, you know, when I decided to fire back, I told you, I'm like, I decided to fire back with a screenshot of this because his face was covered with a mask. I didn't think about anything else. He had a blanket. He even has a blanket. You can't see it.
Right. And
I don't look at that.
You didn't think because you're not a parent.
Deal.
And that's when I came in and I'm like, hey, as a parent, and you're like, oh, I didn't think of it that way.
But wait, Kane's posting it.
Right. And Jenny's posting it. And Jenny's posting
the video's still up, but she's allowed to dox my mom's full address, phone number, my nieces and nephews. They didn't even let me tell about that, how Nikki actually contacted my nephew when his baby was going through head surgery on his skull, and Nikki contacts him through his GoFundMe after she stalked my family. I'm not doing that to her. Like, what they have done is so far worse, but I'm going to be persecuted for a mistake that I made for 5 minutes that I've said I was wrong and I'm sorry. And they used spliced together audios. They tagged him. Jenny's tagged him in the audios. How could he not know? Like,
I think he's very overwhelmed because something happened with the prophet today, and you could tell because. And then when she came in there and she was yelling and screaming at him and not even letting him talk in his own platform.
I'm fucking filing against her that she made so many lies. There is no restraining order against me from anywhere. I told her to post it and she couldn't.
And your police report from 1994, the petty theft. Oh Lord Jesus!
Oh my God, that's my record. That's my entire record, other than maybe a couple of speeding or driving tickets that aren't even as bad as hers. That's for sure.
I'm in 1994.
You posted my kids. No, I posted a public record of your. This is public record of hers. This is public record of hers. The cops. I've even got the videos on my page. Either my Honey Badger pages or the Friends Only on my Washington Dog Dad page. I've got the videos of the cops telling her I wasn't stalking and harassing her, that she's blowing this out of proportion. And it was the 911 call. I ordered a copy of the 911 call. And post it, TikTok. She's such a liar. She's going to get a fucking slander suit against her now. And I'm not fucking kidding. I am.
Well, and they were literally just in a live, like completely. Like everything that they are doing, they're blaming it on you. No, that's not what's happening.
Yeah, they're totally gaslighting everything.
And I don't know where they got that I was going to pull my son into a live or whatever. No, and that's why I dropped.
He
I'm
said
like,
he was
because
here
she's
with you. I think you said
Huh?
he was here with you, like he's in your home.
right. And he like she triggers the shit out of my son.
I
So no, I'm gonna drop out of the box for respect of my 14-year-old who's 15 now, but for out of respect for him because she triggers the shit out of him.
so
And that's all I was trying to say.
yeah.
Like she's not safe. She's not safe to be around my kid at all, and I cannot at all be civil with her in the box for what she's done to my kid. I cannot do it.
Yeah, and
So I was
this is a screenshot of Kane Allen's live from last night. So I'm posting a screenshot from Kane Allen's live.
yep.
Amazing how he can have a live about me, but he's mad that I talk on him and Dalton.
Why does he look 12 right there?
Because Kane's using filters now, like Nikki.
Oh my! I just noticed that. I was like, he looked younger than
I
Ozzy
noticed
does.
it earlier. He's using softening filters big time because he's got the same issue as Jenny. Bish, I didn't get a lot of it. I got some when I accidentally, like I was recording a video. I unblocked him. I was recording a video, and somebody sent me a message with his live, and it did not look like he was live at the moment. And somebody literally told me he wasn't live anymore. And I clicked it, and I ended up in his fucking live, and I'm like, fuck. Like, well, I'm like, I'm here now. I'm like, I'm not going to run out of the comment section, but I'm not going to go up and be jump chatted. So I turned on my screen recording, and I got Tavia making a DEATH threat to me, and that is definitely going added to the police report. Brandy knows. I mean, she's got the police report numbers because her and I have been working together with our local police and the Springfield police. For him to allow her up there and not understand, not even see the comments where I was saying, fine, hear her out. I'll come back up when she drops. Like, I was being respectful. I think I was trying to be. I know I was talking a lot, and I know I was interrupting. I know I was emotionally charged. I was triggered. I was running on adrenaline at that point, even in the comments section. I wasn't even paying attention to what people were typing. I was like, please, I am so sorry. It hurt. It hurt bad what he did tonight. What he and Melanie did tonight hurt fucking bad. I wish neither one of them ill. I want them to succeed. I want them to have like success with what they're doing. I think it deserves to be heard, and I think that they have a powerful voice, and I think that's why Lady Guinevere was scared. Is that I told him that multiple times. They succeeded tonight. They succeeded. They did exactly what they want. Between yesterday and today, they stepped up their game and they succeeded.
Joe's not speaking on other people's children, though. He's
I'm
not. He's not.
not. Who's this? Hold on.
I don't know, but he's not.
Oh wait, I didn't mean to follow you. But you're welcome to come up and speak. If you have so much to say, I think you should come up and speak.
He's not speaking on anybody's children. He's not. He's speaking about my child.
Somebody, this is honestly too much, and you need to stop speaking on other people and their kids. Yeah, that's not actually happening. And if you're gonna say shit, you should be brave enough to come up here and speak. And if you're not, and if you're gonna stay in the comments and
I was trying to show receipts. That's why I posted that picture showing that my son is posted all over Jennifer Torres's YouTube.
are you
Like she's zooming in on his butt.
Are you gonna come up here and three weenies moms? Oh, you're dog mom of three. You've tried to follow me before too, aren't you? Who is this? Why don't you come up since you're... All right, then you're gonna be blocked. If you're not gonna come up here and speak like an adult and you just want to be a thumb thug in the comments, you're gonna get blocked.
Yeah, nobody's trying to trash on Dalton at all. Joe
Nobody's
he's got a lot of emotions
said
and he
that?
just needs to talk it out.
Who said that?
Huh?
Who says
I'm
it? Yeah, we
trying to
did
go
show
through-
receipts. Did you miss it? Did
Yeah,
you
I
miss
was
it?
trying to show
Here, hold
receipts.
on. Let me give Brandy the box again. She actually posted it in Dalton's live, but
Yeah.
it was just emotionally charged and nobody actually was listening to what she was saying. It was Jenny, the one that was in the box, who was posting Brandy's 15-year-old and zooming in on his buttocks, and she was showing that it was Celine's page. That's Celine's page. That's Jenny. Celine Unleashed on YouTube is Jenny. You can go look and see how she's stalking me. Everything I said is true. You can literally go look to YouTube right now, put in that name, and see how she's stalking the fuck out of us. I think she
Yep.
took down a lot of videos of Brandy's kids to try and set her own narrative, but Brandy's got the screenshots, and here's one of them.
Yep. And
To
this
say that
this came off
to
of
say that
my
the proof
son's.
wasn't posted is wrong.
Yep.
And
This came
nobody's
off of my
trashing
son's
Dalton.
football page.
Nobody's trashing Dalton at all. Nobody's trashing anybody.
Yeah. And I posted the side by side of the
You
video
wanna-
that I actually posted of this
You wanna
video
come up?
of my son, and you can see that she zoomed that much into my son's butt. I posted those videos, and
Do you want to come
can
up?
see right
Do I
there.
have to follow her back to invite her up as? I think it's a her. I don't mean to assume your gender.
oh, hang on, I'm trying to swap my camera around
Do I
here.
have to follow you back to add you as a guest? I can't add you as a guest anyway, I guess.
But yeah, I mean, this is Jenny's trying to say that we're doing all this stuff, and this was the first thing that I could grab that showed that this is my child, my 14-year-old, that she's
He's
been
15
asked
now,
so
but
many
that was
times
his-
to
he
leave
was
him
14
alone.
this time.
Yep, and
He was
she's
zooming
been
in.
asked so many times. And she said that this was a response video that I made to her. That's not actually. I have the original video to this.
This is who Dalton was allowing in the box and not understanding why we couldn't be up in the box with her, because we've got like I probably hurt myself by going in there, but I was so hurt by what Dalton was doing. I felt like he needed an explanation because he either wasn't seeing or didn't care about my comments. There was a lot going on.
I think it was overwhelming. And again, I
Yeah.
mean, I came in like a wrecking ball because I was so
But it
upset
hurt,
about
yeah.
what they were
That
saying.
really hurt
And
what they did tonight. Like what Dalton
Well,
did, it fucking hurt.
I was very upset because of what was going on in the
Like-
Prophet's live.
Well, I mean, and to not understand, I was already emotionally charged. And you know what?
I think everybody was.
I should have never reached out to him. I should have just let his thing between him and Nikki be his thing. He was happy about it at first. I told him with following me comes a lot of shit. I've admitted to what I did. Kat, do you remember? Do you remember when I said, "Hey, I have fired back. It wasn't an inappropriate way, but I've learned. I've tried to do better. I can't take it back. I can't. Right?
And you've owned up to it, Joe.
Right,
You
and
have.
it's also it is nothing compared to what they've done. Why do people
Correct.
not give them
Correct.
as much shit as they give me? You know why?
Correct.
You know why they don't? Because there's this big thing on TikTok, not in the real world, but in TikTok, there's this big thing that everybody has to go with. The kids are off limits, and they are. They should be. I get it. I do.
Is it
Okay,
everybody
and-
else's kid but mine?
Right?
Because what
That
they've
part.
done to my kid,
nephews
Joe,
and
is
nieces, my mom, Jenny posted literally one of the first videos she posted was a map quest of her on her way to her next appointment, and she was showing herself 12 minutes away from my mother's location.
Yep, I remember that.
That was one of the first things she did to me.
Within the first
Jenny.
month of her coming at me, she had 58. 58.
Yeah, Maddie, you know what she's done. She would not leave you alone. She's been stalking you, and you've done nothing to her. You've done nothing to her. What did you say? I hope you choke on bathwater when she was harassing you. That was it once.
Yep. And she had 58 videos and pictures of my minor child.
But I'm the one being
58.
persecuted, and she's a victim somehow because Mel felt the same emotion as her or heard that same. Mel heard the
And
same because Jenny's.
She would have heard the same. She would have heard the same emotion had I been allowed to speak, and had I could not be up there with her in the box
so many levels.
because of this right here. I couldn't. I couldn't.
Yeah, she's probably. Yeah, I'm sorry. Anybody who's in this live and comments, you might get subject to her craziness. I hate to
Yeah.
say.
And
Jenny.
she's posted Mama Duke's dead daughter.
Yep.
Really?
A lot of things, but nobody got a chance to hear any of that.
No, because she
It was
like
just-
again, her acting skills are
I
wow.
think honestly, it just became too much for him tonight, and I feel
Yeah.
bad. I do. I feel bad because honestly, in a way, he's right. Like, you know, I told him though. I did tell him. I did warn him that if you support me or follow me, like it's gonna come with this shit. But
It's
you know,
it's
to turn around
overwhelming.
and say you brought this to me after I warned you, and you were like, "Oh, I'm here for it" one day, and now today not. That hurts.
Yeah, and again, I think something happened. I don't know
not
what
from you,
happened.
Kat. Not from me. I'm sorry.
Huh?
No, Kat was just saying, "Yikes! Please don't Switzerland." And I just meant not from me, but like just being in the comments.
Because
You're so,
Jenny literally goes through all of our comments and comments to all the people in our comment sections of our videos that have nothing to do about her. Nothing
yeah.
at all. At all.
I'm so
Nothing.
hurt right now. It's not even funny. Like that hurt. Like the way that he flipped so quickly tonight hurt. Like, how do you go from saying you love somebody, you care about them, they're awesome. He also, to act like he didn't know about anything. Like
Like I said, Joe, you could tell with something happened with him today.
yeah,
Something,
I'm not holding anything against him. He usually is so reasonable, and
just give him some time.
I'm not
And
going back. I don't go. You know me. I'm not a beggar, and I don't go back where I'm not welcome.
well, no, let me finish.
I
Just
did.
give him some time because Jenny's gonna show her true colors. I mean,
I told everybody to fuck off tonight, and in a way, I don't blame them.
yeah, and she was still in there when you went live, like sending him gifts and shit. I'm like, way to ass kiss there.
You put me in the same category as all of them, and that fucking hurt. Like, you've gotten to know me a bit. Like, really, you're gonna take the words and the exaggerations and all this shit of other people.
I don't think that's what he was doing, though. I think he was just trying to give everybody a chance to speak, and he didn't understand the severity of what had been going on with my child.
or my situation.
Correct.
Because honestly, I was the one that was emotionally charged and over talking because I was running on adrenaline and overcharged. My heart was literally palpitating and going fast after I saw Gwen in their live. And when I went into Dalton's live, it started to calm down, but then very quickly, like within no time at all, it seemed to escalate, and it really fucking got me going again. And I was responding on emotions. I was responding on adrenaline. I was responding on anxiety. And honestly, as a fucking survivor, like people, and, I know I give an impression that I'm this big tough guy, but I've still gone through shit, and I still have fucking emotions. Like, my dad was not always a good man,
Yeah.
Like, I'm a survivor of DV from the time I was 5 years old until I stood up to my father as an adult. I literally remember being on the front steps of my mom's house and being like, "You're not going to fucking touch me. You come up here and touch me again, I'm going to call the police on you so quickly." He hated me because I was gay. He fucking hated me, and Nikki used that against me all the fucking time. They all do.
Yeah, she does.
Jenny's
all the time.
Because fucking made James sing with the officer
Yeah.
who took him out of this world. Like, and he's platforming her. That fucking hurt. Like, that alone should be like.
Well, but with his defense, though, he allows everybody to speak. Though I don't think he was doing it.
The whole thing hurt tonight.
I know, it did. I know.
Yeah, and I defended him against Blue. You know what I did, Kat? I went over there and tried, like, and I can't even describe how much it hurts. Like I said, my dad died a different man than when I was a kid, but he was abusive for a long time, and he was an alcoholic, and that was part of it.
Yeah.
Jenny, Nikki, they all love to use that against me, but with that comes a lot of sometimes you're responding from trauma, and that's what happened to me tonight. I've been dealing with this shit for 3 years.
Yep. And they come at you hard as hell, Joe.
Especially when he platformed her, that triggered the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want him to hear her out, but while I'm in the box, really?
Yeah.
Let me drop, you hear her out, I'll come back. Why couldn't that just happen? Why slander me while I'm in the box and act like I'm not saying what I'm saying in the comments? I have it all screen recorded, thank God, because right from the beginning I was like, hear her out, I'll come back. I just can't be up here. We have active police reports. And I probably jeopardized my shit by going up there and being in the box with her.
Well, and I really honestly think that because you can read text messages and you can see something that you read and you can just interpret it completely different.
Yeah, when I said talk to me when your mom has dementia, he thought I was wishing it upon somebody. I'm like, no, I'm saying when you're in my shoes, talk to me then.
Right.
And if you're gonna assume something so bad of me when you've gotten to know me, like, you were never really my friend to begin with. So,
Well, I think that it's been an overwhelming week for everybody.
Yeah,
And
you're right.
like I said, I came in like a wrecking ball. That was a lot of information really quick.
Is that Sky? That's not Dalton Sky, is it? Like, you're welcome to speak or come up if it is. I don't think it is, though. I think there is a bad Sky, too, and I'm just hoping it's not that one.
Well, and he was just trying to be fair, and I don't think because what we've gone through the
Lady
last.
Guinevere did, though. He
Well,
knows.
hang on, Joe. Hang on, Joe. What I'm trying to say is, like, that was a lot of information really quick, and I'm pretty sure I probably overwhelmed the shit out of everybody because I'm trying to give 2 years of her craziness with my child all in 5 seconds because I see the amount of people in there and I'm like, I don't like to talk in front of all these people, so I'm just gonna, here you go. I have a YouTube channel, like the link is in my bio, go to it. I can't post videos because again, they get taken right down. They get taken right down.
No, somebody's requesting to come up. Thunder.
But I just think everything, like with Jenny, it's how do you say, she flips shit quick,
Oh my
fast.
God, the acting tonight was fucking incredible. And she
That
accused me of
was
all kinds of shit. She accused me of being involved with her daughter's shit. I'm like, oh.
Then
enough
she
with
said
that.
her daughter was
Never-
dead. Did you catch that?
I never seen anybody do anything with anybody's daughter, especially that one's.
No.
Well, did you realize her daughter's dead? Because I was today 8 years old when I found that out.
I had no idea.
That's according
I
to
didn't know
Jenny.
that.
That's what she said.
I
I'm
guess
like,
she lies so much. She's a habitual liar. I've tagged people in the video of her telling on herself.
But I mean, if y'all were stalkers, then y'all would have known that already. I'm just saying.
Sky.
Right?
I don't know Sky. I know everybody else in here, but I don't think I know Sky. Do I?
No, you do know me.
Wait. Okay, I do. I'm sorry. I'm following you.
That's my dad's picture. That's probably what maybe
Okay.
throwing it off there.
Yes. I'm sorry. But aren't you? I'm trying to remember how I met you. Was it through Dalton's side?
It is through Dalton. I just flipped into your live. I have no. I was in Purple's live, so I don't know what happened.
She's like, I'm so lost.
Unfortunately,
I don't want to be in the drama either. So
No. I think my impression of what happened is that Kane and Lady Guinevere stepped it up a notch and did everything they could to cause a separation between me and Dalton because they're scared because my voice was starting to be heard. She's starting to lose followers. Kane's like the truth was starting to really be seen and come out. And I that's why I think Dalton. I think a lot of it was because he was allowing me to have a voice. And I think that's part of the other thing is like I've been trying to get my voice heard for so long to finally have it feel like I was being heard. And then on the verge of being shut down, my anxiety was fucking high. You know, and I was also, I'll be real though, I was also thinking earlier yesterday about what is it really matter? Like people online, they're going to forget in another 3 years. Is this going to matter when I'm, on my EATH bed? The only thing that really bothers me is I've been trying to get justice for my friend for so long. Everybody that says that they stand for victims doesn't seem to give a shit about that one. Literally killed for being gay. People want to discredit that. Like, Gwen's lying about what the family said. First of all, she's talking to Aunt Paula, which is one of the people. I won't even get into that, but Paula can get in touch with me, and Paula needs show proof too. I literally was talking with James's cousin. Oh, hold on.
But didn't Lady G reach out after she filed the charges against you? Wasn't it that same day that she reached out and talked to them?
It was after she filed the no contact order against me. She reached out to my friend's family on his birthday to harass them, and I've seen the.
I remember that.
I've seen the document. In fact, I should go get. Hold on, I'm pretty sure I know where I am. Let me show this though, really quick. Hold on, I'm going to go to Facebook, take a screenshot, and I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, I think I came in there like a wrecking ball again. I
did too. So does Lady G. I was like, I wanted to get up there and start yelling, but everybody else was yelling. I was like, shut the fuck up, everybody. Shit, one at a time.
Right. Well,
then I got muted.
Were you there when I first jumped up?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm probably the one that like set it all off because again, that was a whole lot. And I've never seen somebody's acting skills quite that great. Holy shit.
Hers were on point though. She was like perfect snotting. I guess she's
Wow.
like allergy season or something for her. I don't know. But I ain't never seen none of y'all post anything about her daughter.
No, and you won't.
She doxes her own daughter and blames it on us. I'm like, okay.
Yet there's my nephew, and she said the reason she posted the jersey, you don't see an Indian head on that jersey like that.
Nope.
All you see is his
And-
number in the back of him.
And he the first jersey she posted of him, he was 5. You fucking posted
Yep.
a 5-year-old.
Do you
Like,
guys see
like,
what
what
that
the hell?
says? I just took the screenshot. Do you see what that says? It says
This
friends.
is friend.
How would we be
Leave the
friends
lady.
if he had a restraining order against me when he passed away? Make that make
They're
sense.
saying that now?
Lady Gwen was in there saying that I had several people had restraining orders against me, which is false. That James didn't have
Right.
any. I don't have any against me. There's
Oh,
none. She tried to file one against me, and the case
Correct.
was dismissed, and I could bring up that document.
Well,
Yeah.
that and his aunt
Rhonda,
called
you
you
were
in the
the-
process of all this stuff happening.
You were like, you were
James
the
was
fucking
killed.
witness waiting in the friggin' room at the virtual court.
Yeah.
Literally.
Because she came to me. Well, she went to Lisa, and then Lisa brought it to me.
And then
that was
Shane
fun
and
of it.
Brandy
Made
and
her look
Dar,
like an idiot.
Lady Guinevere brought, she wanted everybody to silence me. She's been trying to get me silenced for the longest time. She doesn't care how it's done. She's literally put my life in danger with multiple things, and I couldn't get a fucking chance to speak to her. This is proof that Lady Guinevere 75 is a fraud and a liar, and that she's trying to smear me. She said James has a restraining order against me. We were still friends when he passed. You can scroll back on the Justice for James Barnes page on Facebook and see me communicating with his family, and them as part of his brothers were part of the moderators at that time. You can see all this if you scroll all the way back to March. I think we started the page March 18th or 19th. I think it was actually 19th
Well-
when he died.
And if you really pay attention, Joe, the Lady G, whatever you want to call it, she came in after, like right after I stated that I brought my son's issue to her, because I did. That's when she came in.
Yep. How does this
So
man
why is she watching
no longer
from the
here?
outside? Huh?
How does James, who's no longer here, how is he still friends with me? If he had a restraining order against me, how would we still be connected on Facebook? Because
I can't even believe that she
he
tried
was
to
my dog sitter. He was literally still my dog sitter when I lived in Tampa before I moved to Alaska. He was at my going away party, which had it literally had 99 people at my going away party in Florida before I drove to Alaska. I kept in touch with him the years I lived in Alaska. I kept in touch with him until he passed away when I lived in Connecticut. None of their time frames make sense. None
Nope.
of it. Like, what they're doing is beyond despicable. Exactly.
Well, the time frame, speaking of time frames, when I met you, Joe, I just happened to have scrolled upon your live where you were talking about James. That is the only communication I had with you up until Lady G brought the shit to Lisa and all that shit went down. You and I didn't communicate.
Blocked. You got 2 followers. Come in on your real account, or 14 followers. I'm sorry. Unless you want to speak if you want to speak in the comment section and tell why are you here, because I've got too many weird stalkers trying to report me like Jenny.
Yeah, and I'm trying to keep an eye on the comments, so.
Yeah.
But I mean, Joe, this is my best suggestion to you, because I know how overwhelmed you are,
Brian.
and I know that you're losing focus on what's important right now, and that's because your voice is being heard, and
Not gonna be any
you
more. That's okay.
you need to prepare
Decompress.
yourself, because that TikTok, or not TikTok, the YouTuber that I was telling you about, I'm not going to post the name. However, I'm interested in the story, Joe, and that's why you're here.
Yep.
Is to
Oh,
get James'
yeah.
story out.
Ellie's been stalked by Jenny too.
Everybody has been stalked by. It's insane. Like, don't comment on any of our
He's literally
videos.
been stalked by her. He's been she tagged him in a bunch of videos when all this
I
started.
remember.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, I've got the screenshots of that shit.
Well, and it
he
seems like
knows.
he's also got a huge following, Joe, and it's
He
hard
doesn't
to
know
keep
who
up
she-
with people
I
like
don't
that.
think he knows who she was though, because she came in on a different account.
Correct. Yep, exactly, and that's what I'm saying.
Because
She-
he's also sold to Luna. She's also Beetle. They call me.
9,000 other accounts.
My God, I've never seen somebody with so many fucking accounts. I think she's half the one.
Yeah, I've been really good at being able to kind of spot these kind
I'm
of
really
fake
bad
accounts
with
and
tweets,
stuff,
by
and
the way.
I have been sending them to Joe left and right. Like we talk on a regular basis. I'm still
insane.
new to a lot of the drama, but he has filled me in quite rather well for the most part. I was not aware of what has happened today, but from the sounds of it, the fact that she's claiming James had a restraining order on you, Joe, I mean, that is beyond
Lady Guinevere claimed that.
ludicrous. Oh, sorry. My brain is like,
so annoying.
my brain is just like so
I just
fried today, but
like grabbing her by the
See, now I know what the problem is. Ellie's been stealing all my Joe time.
I've been stealing what?
All my Joe time. That's why Joe don't talk
Oh,
to me. Joe used to, because Ellie done stole all the Joe time.
thunder. Hear the thunder.
yeah. You can totally blame me. It's okay. I'm used to people blaming me and coming at me and all
you
kinds
know
of
what?
stuff.
I've gone into a lot of Dalton lives. I was spending a lot of time in Dalton's lives.
And that's why, because you were being heard, Joe. You were being heard.
Well,
So they're gonna
honestly,
make-
I appreciated his content. I appreciated him, and I wanted to support Melanie with what she was going through too. Like I said, I don't think she ever liked me for whatever reason. That's just the impression I got. I tried to be supportive of her. I tried to do nothing but support them. You know, and I feel like I tried to warn him about what would come with supporting me, and I feel like I tried to talk. You know, it's hard for me to talk about it, but it's like I did tell what happened, and I said, yes, did I respond in an appropriate way? I've admitted it. Why persecute me now?
Right.
Like,
Especially when Kane and Torres and all of them, they're blasting it all over everywhere.
right, like you were tagged in videos from Jenny already, and like, yeah, Chucker, I know you said that we've spoken before, but I think I had the same question last time. And like, you've only got 14 followers. I can't remember. I'm not following you.
Did Jenny really break out the crocodile tears?
Yeah.
I remember.
You totally did. And so
I remember you, Chuckro. I remember it was one that.
Yeah, he's following Cracker Boy.
Okay.
And
He's in law enforcement,
Okay.
or she. I don't know your gender.
Sure.
That's what
That's
they
what
said
they
in the
said.
chat.
Oh,
That's what they
remember
said
now.
in the chat.
You know what?
Yes.
I didn't believe you last
Yeah.
time. You were at admin, and I think I blocked you. Yeah, I thought I blocked you. No offense, but I don't trust you. I'm sorry. You don't need to be here unless you're going to tell me who you are and how I know you and why you're here.
What are we
That's
talking
my
about?
flash. Truck
Okay.
077.
Chuck Rose.
Oh,
yeah.
the one-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Affiliation. How do you know me? Because there's just too many weird ass stalkers. Jenny,
Like, just watch from the outside like the normal stalkers, okay?
yeah, yeah.
Just keep it weird.
Keep it weird. Oh my god.
I mean, because like there's other people in here. They look like Howard Stern, so
I mean, it's just so crazy that
Mizzy.
I mean they've been coming in and stalking me, and I am very new to everything. I don't even know anything about anything. Joe can tell you. Like I'm in a
just say
whole
new.
completely other niche of TikTok. So, but the
just
good
say
thing
me.
about
Just say
that.
me. I'm old. Just say me.
The good thing though about that is I have a whole bunch of followers in a completely different other niche, and I reposted the video you put out today because it was really good. It was really epic, very truthful.
Wait, on my
And
video?
you have a real yes, and I shared it out. People have liked it, reposted it.
yeah, I'm not
People
going to give
listen to
up.
me.
I'm not
No,
gonna give
don't.
up. Like the fact that they had to team up against me today because they were afraid that my voice was being heard through Dalton. I wish Dalton would have looked at it as like, oh wow, Joe and I working together are kind of powerful. I think I turned him. I think I turned him and Melanie off and the other people because I was on so much adrenaline from.
You're reactionary.
I am like, and what he was reading from the comments, I knew it was Jenny, and it was triggering me. I even said that. I don't think I said it was triggering me, and maybe that's the thing. I think also too, again, I think people look at me and they're like, oh, he's a big guy, he can take care of himself. They don't realize, like, I have emotions, I have feelings, I go through trauma responses, I go through the same things everybody else goes through.
You're
'Cause I'm a
human.
man, I'm a human. Just because I'm a man and I'm 6 foot and 200 and what am I now? I think I'm around 210. I'm trying to lose weight, but just because I'm a big guy doesn't mean I'm not human and that I don't have the same emotions that you or other people or women can feel, because men can feel the same things. And
Exactly.
my mom is just as precious to me as anybody's child. And again, I'm going to say it again. If you can't understand that, that is a you issue, not a me issue. I understand there's this whole big internet thing that everybody wants to feel like they're a part of and that they're doing something and fighting for justice. But in the real world, like, people are going to be like, well, yeah, you shouldn't have posted your fucking kid like that. Nikki's exploiting her child. But
Yep.
nobody focuses on that.
Nope.
Like, they want to make me the
Nikki
victim.
brought up my fucking kids.
And they don't realize that half of what I was doing was showing. Dalton even said, oh, I didn't know that. This is the first time I'm hearing about it. After he said, oh, no, Nikki did say that her kid wasn't off limits because I saw that video. So he contradicted himself, and that hurt. That hurt
Well,
that he did that.
And it, again, Joe, it could have just been like an honest mistake. So I would honestly take it as the emotions were crazy high. He's trying to keep up with all these.
I get it, but if he's going to throw me away like that, again, that wasn't a friend in the first place.
I
He
don't
just
think
needs
he
a
was,
chance to
Yeah.
get his thoughts together, probably.
yeah, I don't think he was throwing anybody away,
He
Joe.
wants to. I think he did, but that's okay. I don't have any ill will towards him or Mel. I like I said, I don't think she's like me for whatever reason. I just don't think she has. I've gotten that vibe. I've tried to talk with her in her lives. I've tried to go into her lives. Also, me not paying attention to comments can throw people off. Me popping into a live during my lunch break for 5 minutes and then just leaving without saying anything throws people off sometimes. I know I don't operate the same way. I've told people before, like, I've taken the test and it shows I'm on the spectrum. And, like, if they take that for what you want, I don't care. Take it for what you fucking want to take that for. It explains why I am reactionary the way I am, why I have other little quirks that fall along with that. And, you know, it is what it is. I'm highly functioning. I get that. But if people want to persecute me, that's on them. That's on them. I've changed. I'm a better person. If people believe that I'm still, you know, I'm trying. I even said that the other day. I'm trying, like, you know,
Well,
I'm not going to.
and again, you're scaring the shit out of Cain. You're scaring the shit out of the prophet. And that is what's going on. And they are just a group of people that are so incredibly good at disguising who they really are, to the point that Jenny's daughter all of a sudden died. I don't know when that happened.
When did that?
I don't know. That
You're not a very good
that
stalker,
we're
dude.
going after her dead daughter. What?
You are a horrible stalker. I'm just saying. You have one job. One job.
Oh my.
One job, and you failed that miserably. Yeah. I fucking love you.
Perhaps
Who
you're
you
really
talking
not
to
a
each other?
stalker then.
When is
Oh,
this?
she
Do you guys
sucks
hear
at
me?
it. She is.
What?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
Joe.
I'm trying to find the receipt. Gwen is the one that actually has, and that's why she doesn't want anybody seeing her public records, because she actually has charges for stalking, harassment by telephone. She's
Elder
actually
abuse.
got these friggin' charges. Hold on.
Wasn't there an elder abuse?
I'm
one?
gonna show this. This is the order of dismissal because she tried to say that I was stalking and harassing her, and the judge and police told her I'm not. This is an order of dismissal. I was the respondent, the defendant. She was the petitioner. She was the one
Yeah.
filing against me, and it was dismissed because I wasn't stalking and harass her. She's just weak and can't handle anybody calling her out or holding her accountable. She wants to hold everybody else accountable.
But remember, she's not a felon.
Oh yeah, remember she lied about that?
Oh, yeah.
Let's show
I remember.
I mean, everybody says Dalton's seen these receipts. I've shown him that. He's even
Well,
made a video saying I've seen the
Joe-
receipts.
Joe, I think he's just very overwhelmed.
What he did to me was wrong and hurtful, in my opinion.
And you
I don't
you
have
should
any will towards him, but I'm not going to put myself through that again.
Can
No, but
I ask
you can't-
for just a little quick clarification on what happened when Dalton's live, because I wasn't there, so I'm missing that big puzzle piece right now.
Like I'm new.
Brandy, you can fill her in.
Yeah.
It was a shit show. It was a total shit show. It was.
It's allowing all the
Jenny-
freaking harmful people in there.
Yeah. Basically, I
Oh shit!
I went
Hold on. Shit, wrong one. That's still
basically, I
horrible.
went in because I had just watched part of Guinevere's live where she was with Kane and
Yeah, and everybody was
and-
sending it to me.
huh?
Everybody was sending it to me. So
Right,
I,
and because it was all about you.
I know.
I can't. I lost count how many times I heard your name, but anyways, they were having a live about Joe and about Joe posting a picture of Nikki's kid for a whole 5 minutes and then taking it down. But it's been posted on everybody else's platform forever.
What's that, Heather?
And-
Lady Guinevere? What's that?
Joe,
That's her
you told me to fill her in. I'm trying to
I'm
fill her
sorry.
in.
No, I am aware of Joe's past mistake with that and
Right.
why
It is what
they're
it is.
so obsessed.
So-
but how did that get brought up
Well,
today?
because
They're so
they
focused.
always bring it up because that's their only thing they have against Joe is they always bring that up.
Right.
And the fact of the matter is what they've done to my child for almost 2 years is disgusting. It's disgusting. I would rather I
Yeah.
would deal with what Joe did any day. I'd been like, cool, yep, that's my kid on my Facebook. Good job.
How's
Joe
Ozzy
just
feeling,
told
by the
me
way?
a little bit about that.
Yeah,
You guys
like
know this
she
is
has
Heather DeGoy,
sexualized my
right?
14-year-old. I have live where I'm confronting her. She says that we've never gone live together. That's weird because she keeps posting the live where we went live together, but I thought we didn't go live together. Make up your mind. And in the live when I'm addressing the situation, I'm like, yo, you have my children all over your Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Like, that's gross. And that live apparently never happened because we've never gone live. But in the comment section, you have Nikki, you have Marie King, you have Baylor, all condoning her putting out my 14-year-old's football jersey, his school information, his home information, his football schedule, his
Oh my God.
my 14-year-old child. But what Joe did is wrong. Are you high on crack? What? And they're in the comments.
This is public record,
justifying
by
it.
the way. Public record. This is available on the Port St. Lucie County Court records. This is Lady Guinevere 75.
Takes 3 minutes to find it if you know how to spell.
Yeah, it literally can look it up by her name. You will see her other records. She's got battery charges. She's got harassment by telephone. I believe the harassment charge is in there as well because she was evidently harassing some of her tenants. She had tenants.
Prescription fraud times
The
2.
prescription one is.
But the
that
prescription
one's
was
a
like
great story.
200 and something pills. It was fucking
Yeah, it was a
astronomical.
Yeah, she evidently.
Joe, you should probably
shit.
take it down just because you don't have some partial information blacked out in case there is someone watching, because they could report it for personal
Oh
information.
God, you gotta warn a bitch. You gotta
yeah,
warn a bitch. You gotta warn a bitch.
You should
Fuck me
warn
up. You
us.
gotta warn a bitch.
So that is
No,
the-
but
that is-
I'm serious just on that note of just like, even though it's public record, it's just even the TikTok AI bots,
this is a
they will,
screenshot.
report.
Yep, I hear you, and I appreciate you for pointing it out. This is the screenshot
Yeah.
of Kane Allen's live last night, and this is him showing a screenshot of my page from years ago that had that photo as the cover on Instagram for a matter of 5 minutes, and it was a video to get Nikki's attention, calling her out about her doxing my entire family. I knew she was stalking me. I knew she was harassing me. I knew she would see it, but I didn't realize, like, wow, she must have been following me from a troll account and had the alerts on to see it that quick.
Yep. Because I called them instantly.
Which is what they do. But
Yep.
how
Yes.
is this really is this really as awful as they make it seem? No.
Is that again? Do you want to see my son's ass that's blasted all over Jenny's YouTube
Right, but
and all
nobody's
over?
saying anything about this because Jenny's a woman.
Right. Oh,
Right.
shit.
I didn't hear Mel saying that she was a predator because she's.
Yeah.
Jenny,
She's saying that she wants to be my son's mommy. MAMI.
I already explained this to them, but that behavior is definitely just fine for
Joe
Jenny.
told me.
Yeah, and I was in the box, and I told them that in the box. So, like, maybe they didn't understand that's who was in the box, but I said, this is the one that made James sing with the officer. This is the one that's stalking Brandy's kid. This is the one that zoomed in, said, do you want to meet me for milk and cookies? I did say
Right.
that.
And yep.
But that's all okay. But what I did is, because I'm a man.
She said she's made multiple videos saying she wants to be my son's mommy. MAMI.
Honestly, Kat, it's been 3 years. I'm kind of like, I mean, I can't, part of me just doesn't give a fuck. That's what the Honey Badger is about. Honey Badger don't give a fuck. If you've never seen the original Honey Badger video and you need a good laugh, go to YouTube and type in original Honey Badger, badass Randall. Randall is the gay guy that narrates it, and it's funny as hell. And that is why I'm a Honey Badger.
Well, hang on, Joe, because I mean, I want to understand why the video or the picture that Kane is sitting by, why that's so predatory. But Jennifer Torres is literally making videos singing, like pretending like she's choking herself, saying that's not my son, it's my motherfucking stepson. What did you just say?
Like, even after what bothered me live was,
Tell me you're crazy without actually saying you're crazy.
That's disgusting.
I pointed that out in that live too. So for people to hear me that I said that, and like I said, Brandy's got all the proof. Like you're like, I want to see it right now. Okay.
I can't, like, I got this as quickly as I could.
Right, I know, but you had this posted up on his live and posted.
Right. And that's not my YouTube. That is hers.
Right. But
mine is my name.
So charged that nobody was really able to listen or anything, and it was overwhelming.
And it's because, again, Joe, it is because look when she came in. She came in right when I stated the facts that I brought this to Lady Guinevere, 75. I brought this to her attention.
They are the ones that will not
she ignored
stop.
it.
They want people off the app, and they keep it going even when people get off the app.
Right, and but what I'm pointing out is
out at this point of who's actually in the wrong, and to not look at it. You're like, in my
hang
opinion,
on, Joe.
they're
Hang on,
gonna
Joe.
get it, like from them.
Hang on.
They're gonna feel it from them because they're gonna cause them harm.
Joe, but what I'm saying is she understands that she triggers him. She understands that the same way that Kane understood that he triggered me. So him being the domestic violence person advocate that he is, he came into my comment section or my DMs and was voice messaging me because he knew his voice triggered me. So that's what he does. Lady Guinevere did the same thing because the very second that I stated that I brought this to her, boom, there's Lady Guinevere yelling and screaming and diverting everything I just said.
Oh,
She is a narcissist.
Comment on your real account, please, because I'm not entertaining trolls today.
She's a pro at this, Joe. They all are.
No.
Look how fast Jenny turned those crocodile tears on, stating that you contacted her abuser and you're setting him free. You don't have the power to set him free. First of all. Second of all, bitch, you contacted the man who had a gun to my head.
Brandy, please don't get me bananaed.
I'm just trying. I'm trying to calm down, but I'm just saying.
No, Brandy,
everything she has done. I'm calming it down, Joe. But please let me speak, because this has affected me too.
I know, but you're going to get me banned, and I'm trying to ask you to be careful, please.
All I'm saying is she is sitting there saying that you're trying to free the person that assaulted her when she literally contacted the man who had a green pew whatever to my head. I have the screenshots of when she tried to get me into a live with him. Are you kidding me?
You also
She wants to talk about how we dox her children and do this and do that and do this. She can't
Brandy.
leave my kids alone.
I know, love, I know, I totally know. And what she's done to everybody is fucking wrong. I mean, she contacted James. James is unaliver too, and I hate saying it like that, but it's TikTok, so we have to. But she contacted the guy that took James out of this world too. And he's an officer, and she says she has this whole page that she stands against police brutality, but she's making a victim of police brutality sing with the officer who took him out of this world and me because he was my best friend. Do I need to post a screenshot again showing that he was my best friend and we were still connected on Facebook? There was no restraining order. Lady Guinevere lied.
And she's literally has reached out to my children. Like, she literally has reached out to my children.
Yep. We haven't.
Joe has never reached out to anybody's children. She has literally gone out of her way to reach out to my children.
Nikki reached out to my nephew when my great nephew was having surgery to his skull. Twice. Twice. While my nephew was dealing with his baby having surgery to his skull, Nikki reached out to my nephew twice for Kane and all of IBTL. This is they've been trying.
See, all these actions just speak volumes that, you know, it's just they speak for themselves of how terrible and despicable and just disgusting, and I can't even think of the right words to properly describe these human beings. I mean, they're in the level of psychopaths.
Yeah.
And they're predators.
Yeah, and
they're absolutely disgusting.
For me to be called a predator because I was responding to somebody's foul actions against me and my family for over a year and a half is really fucking ridiculous. To not look at the true predators and to call me a predator tonight when you've been pretending to be supportive of me or whatever, maybe not even really, because like the person I'm referring to, I really don't think was supporting me. I don't think they liked me. But to refer to me a predator in a live that, like, to just stir the pot because you don't like me or something, I don't know.
Is that what happened and what Dalton did today? That's what I was trying to kind of get.
Dalton did not refer to me as a predator.
Okay.
No, he did not. It was in the live and it was somebody in there, but he did not do that.
I was trying to understand what happened today of why you feel that Dalton is not really your friend.
Oh no, he told me he kicked me out of the box and he said he's done with me and everybody. He put me in the same category as Lady Guinevere, Jenny. Who else was in there?
It was me, you, Lady Guinevere, Jenny. I think Thunder was in there, and Joe. I honestly, I think you just need to kind of take a step back and see how overwhelmed you were, and realize that
I admitted it. I said I was sorry.
Hang on, Joe, and just understand that you were very triggered, and you could tell he was very triggered. And then you've got Jenny and her fabulous acting skills, which kind of I think is what threw him over, and I think it was just a reaction. I don't think he had time to process anything. I really don't.
He did have a little bit of time to process things. I think he, like, the fact he wouldn't even let me go up there and say I'm sorry. Like, I already warned. I already said I'm sorry. I already explained that with supporting me comes all this shit. To act like you didn't know about everything and treat me like I'm just one of them tonight really stung so much. And I don't think listen, he's allowed to have his feelings. Obviously, he doesn't feel that he's done anything to me. I am not a human being. I don't deserve to have feelings. I don't deserve to be reactionary. I don't deserve to respond out of trauma. I'm a man. I'm a big old man, so I don't deserve to have emotions or feel pain or anything. I'm just, may
I
be discarded
say something?
Wolves and be compared to a wolf.
Joe,
and she spoke. I'm sorry.
I know I wasn't there in the live to actually witness this, but if he was overwhelmed, from what I'm understanding from what y'all were saying, he just probably just hit the panic button and shut down and didn't really even think of how that action would affect you.
Right, and
I really am feeling that, and I am a little bit sensitive, psychically speaking, but I've never even watched Dalton. I don't even know who he is. I don't even know his page, nothing. That's how out in left field and far away I am from all of this. But my point being is, if you guys have had some sort of rapport, even though it's been online and internet friends, whatever you want to label it as, I don't think he realized how his action would affect you, because he was just more in the moment of that. And then and it just and sometimes, you know, we all do that. We will react to something and we'll make a choice, we'll take some action, and we don't always think about the longer term, you know, consequences of that action and how that will affect other people. So and I can understand, and I'm not trying to dismiss or minimize your feelings, because they are absolutely valid. I want you to hear me on that.
I appreciate you.
And just pause, breathe. Let's see what happens.
I'm not worried
But
about
don't write him off. But you don't need to go out of your way either.
write him off. He wrote
on
me
things.
off. No, I didn't write him off. He wrote me off. He wrote me off tonight.
Well, my point is, you don't need to go out of your way to go apologize or
I already
whatever,
did.
you
I
know.
said my piece.
Okay.
I already apologized in the
Well,
comment
then
section. You wouldn't let me go up and
that's
apologize.
that's all you can do. An apology is a gift that you give. It's
I
up
was
to the
told
other
it would be-
person to want to receive it and
I was
to
told it
accept
wouldn't
it.
be
And if they
accepted.
don't, that's on them.
Several people said it would not be accepted, and like that is one thing I heard in the comments. And
Okay, but Joe, the way that you just felt that you felt very dismissed, you have to put into perspective that maybe he feels the same way.
I've never made him feel that way. I don't think. Maybe tonight, by over speaking a few times, that could have been. But I would hope that he, considering that. Hold on, please. I would hope, considering that he has started to feel some of the same things that I've been dealing with for 3 years. I would hope that he would be able to understand. He just went through it the other night about how your emotions can get charged and things like that. I was very quick to say several times, how I'm feeling is not directed towards any of you guys. I love you guys. It's to the one in the comments, Jenny. Like I made that clear several times.
Right. And all I'm saying is it's very overwhelming. And just I don't want you to read too much into it right now. That is all I'm saying.
By the way, Jenny, I know you're here watching. You watch everything I do, proving that you're the actual stalker, which is why I told everybody to go to your YouTube, because you tell on yourself. You literally tell on yourself. You're mentally unstable, and it shows when anybody pays you more attention than just a 5-minute acting career, because you're a really good actor, and I've said that before. You got to get locked up over it, in my opinion. I believe the majority of women, of victims, but when you're a predator and you constantly are accusing people of SA when they haven't, you're constantly accusing people of being a P3DO when they're not, you show that you are actually the predator and you're the one gaslighting and you're causing harm to real life people. Thunder, you're allowed to come up, love. Always.
I'm going to say this. Redirection is
Put her back down. Mhm.
Redirection is projection. So obviously crying wolf and pointing out the fingers at everyone else is projection.
Yeah.
You know, how can everyone around you be a predator? How can everyone be contributing to what happened to your daughter?
How can every single person around any single person that's not IBTL be a racist?
Exactly.
Oh my God, that. And I mean, they're protecting Penelope. Penelope.
For fuck's sake. Now it says black on one of these things I just found for her. I have a question though. And since when when will a school resource officer that don't do regular police beats, that don't do, you know, stuff like that, they're the police officer for a school. Since when do they file criminal charges or do arrests on adults outside of the school?
What are you talking
And a
about?
regular civilian. I just fucking found a screenshot that I had.
Oh, lovely.
Here, hold on. I'm going to make you.
Not the time to drop, Thunder.
Shit.
Bad timing, girl. Bad timing.
I don't know how to fucking do that. I don't even know if I can.
You hit on. Hold on, everybody. Hold on.
Can I even do that?
Yeah. So hold on. I'm gonna sorry. All right. So click on in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. You should see Enhance, and then you should see Effects, and then you can pick the green screen and you can pick the photo. Just be careful what photo you put up because I know you.
Okay. remember, I don't have regular live access, so.
Thunder, send it to me and I can post it.
Oh, wait a minute, background player. Fucking, I think I figured it out. Okay, is that the button that I push?
Push the camera with the background player. Yep.
Okay.
And
Let us
Jenny,
know if it's going to be a jump scare.
No, I ain't gonna
you
fuck
know,
up like that.
just so you know, Jenny and Kane and Lady Guinevere, don't
Picture on picture?
means I'm giving up. This just means I'm going to step it up a notch. So you haven't won that much. You've won a battle, but you have not won the war. And Lady Guinevere, you absolutely earned yourself a lawsuit tonight with your slander and defamation with false information, because none of that was true. You will never be able to prove that I have because I don't have any restraining orders against me. You tried your hardest, but it was dismissed.
And Jenny, if you're watching, the Oscar goes to you.
It's not giving me that option, I think, because I can't.
Thunder,
fucking-
send it to me. Thunder,
Yeah, send it to me in text.
send it to either me or Joe, and
Okay.
you can
'Cause I
explain it, but we
just
can post
fucking
it.
found it.
Yeah, send it to me or Brandy, and in text message. Just send it. Send it to both of us. Fuck it.
22, okay?
Send it to the Honey Badgers. You're added to a Honey Badger group.
Is that a Discord?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm all added.
Wait. we don't even know. Hang on, I just got it. Give me a second.
Because I didn't even realize I had this motherfucker until I was going and looking for some lady G shit.
Okay, I'm ready.
It's in the text messages. Oh, B's all looking over it
I already got it.
on like Donkey Kong. Joe's reading.
Oh shit, I touched the button. Hang on. Wrong button.
You gotta quit fingering them buttons.
Damn it. Okay. There's-
Joe!
We need Joe to make her screen big.
I think he's probably checking what this is. I don't know because he's paused.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
I've got it, and I had to actually crop it in a little bit more, so I'm gonna display it in here in a second.
Okay.
I was hurrying so I didn't get booted down to the bottom again.
So you get some.
Hey, it's the table.
Yeah, you get some. All right. So this is where, if you can zoom in, let me see if I can make it even bigger. Hold on.
I don't know if you can on lives. You used to be able to zoom in on lives.
I think I can. Hold on.
Okay.
No, I think that's all I can do at this point.
Wait, set the request box to only 4 people. It'll make your screen bigger
That would
since
mean.
there's only 4 of us.
Oh.
Take off the other 4 request boxes that are
How do I do
available.
that?
Then you can even like cut it down to just that page because the bottom part I still have. I ain't worried about that. That's why I just took another screenshot in case I fucking got to scroll back 800 years.
Because we all know that.
But I took this screenshot December 11th of 22.
Lady Guinevere tried her hardest to get all her friends to file a harassment order against me. She tried to orchestrate this
Yeah,
herself.
well, my question was, if you look at the very bottom of that big long line right there, at the bottom of the actual page, not the whole picture, but the page itself, it'll say school resource officer.
For who?
Let's move it to the bottom. Like, look at the bottom at the signature line.
Hold on. This old rusty table. All right, so this is Penelope. Look at her listing her black as race with brown hair and brown eyes, right?
Bitch got fucking blue eyes.
Hold on,
and
hold
white
on.
skin.
This is the woman that filed that police report.
Well, she's victim number 4. Nick Wainwright is above that as number 3. So who's 1 and 2 is my question.
Uni and Gwen.
Okay, but that says the school resource officer did the arrest and the citation.
I think that might be her cousin. Oh wait, no.
A
is that-
school
is that-
resource officer.
At the very, look at the bottom, like the fourth line from the bottom.
I can't see it in that small box, like even with my glasses.
You need to
I'm
get on a
sorry.
Snapchat so you can fucking get on a Snapchat call.
Oh,
It
I
says
don't
a
want to
fucking
download
school-
any more apps.
Brittany, fucking Brandy, zoom in on that shit. Look at, open that screenshot up and look at the bottom. It says a fucking school resource
I
officer.
got it. Hold on. So this officer, so I learned this recently from the officer that I'm working with now. This officer is evidently no longer with the Renton Police Department. If people don't believe me, they can call there and find out
There's
for
a
themselves.
fucking resource officer. How is he fucking doing
he
shit like on a
evidently
beat?
they told him he was wrong for what he did because he is the one that actually suggested for my prosecution, and he had them all believing that I was going to be. But when it got to the prosecutor's office, they were like, yeah, this is really ridiculous and this isn't going to go through.
Well, it's jurisdictional. He's
It's because of where I live. It's within the city limits, but I'm kind of like on the outskirts. So he's probably.
but he's a school resource officer. He's limited to that school property and school events.
Well, I don't know. They always tell me that they're short-staffed here because I deal with them a lot over this shit. Like
They need to
don't
quit
realize
calling him to
how
work
many-
sick.
they don't realize how many reports there are against them, and that when I go to file the court documents, when I get an attorney and I go to file, it's going to show, like I've submitted the evidence already, so all that evidence is automatically going to be considered part of the court documents because it's part of the police reports. So Kara, where she admitted that she did the false wellness check, Kane when he's made death threats, Tavia with the F slur making her threats, I've got more evidence on that. Like I do create folders, but it's not on kids like they say. It's on the adults that have been stalking me. And I also have folders created for police reports on different dates. And I have another one that right now it's named Next Police Report, where I add the evidence into it. And then when I file it, I will rename the folder to the police report and the date. Like I
But see, the thing is, you remember I was included in a police report